Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing a retro summer kit layout. This is going to be an 8.5 by 11 layout, and I'm using the kit that I put together last month using summer collections from Simple Stories, mainly boho summer, but I'm also using a few other uh, scraps and stickers from other collections also. This one here is mainly the boho sunshine collection, and this paper here is actually an older paper from another collection, but the colors match because Simple Stories usually uses the same colors throughout their collections, so you can usually mix and match. This paper here I didn't show in the intro, but that is going to be my background. And I'm using the sketch that you saw pop up on the screen for a moment from Scrap Squad Facebook group. And this was for Rebecca Meadows' birthday. And that is actually Kaylee Brennan, I believe is how you say her name, her layout. And she flipped it. So I also flipped it. And I really like the idea. So I double matted the triangles that I'm laying down, and I'm going to lay those three across the layout the same way that she did. And then I'm going to put a large cluster at the top and a large cluster at the bottom. Not really three clusters, but just two larger clusters. And so it'll be one at the top and one at the bottom. And where you see the cutout circle, that was where the records were on the background paper. So I cut those out so I could use them on the front of the layout. This one here, I'm going to lay down, and as you can tell, I used fronts and backs of both of those sheets of paper that I showed in the beginning to make the triangles. And I matted the triangles in the white background paper. It's not totally white. It does have a little bit of a design on it. And then the other side was the peach color. And then the smiley faces in the yellow paper was the same sheet of paper, just opposite sides. So here I'm using a photo of my mom and my older sister when she was 10 years old. So I thought the title Grow and Bloom was kind of fitting. And since this is a retro layout, definitely a memory. She's over 50 years old. So I'm going to add in lots of things from our childhood, which was, late 70s, early 80s, into the 90s for me. Not for them. They were already adults by then, my older sisters. But all of these little icons, scream childhood when I look at them because it reminds us of what we did, which was record players and skates. We used to go to Skate City, which was a local skate place that you can go skating on Friday nights. Sorry, had a little coughing fit there. Um, and then up at the top, I'm going to put a cassette and a radio or a boom box, as as older people would know, and then the records all around. And this sister here is the one, when I think of music, I think of her because she always was playing music of some kind, whether it was through her headset or, which is another reason I added the headphones in, or a radio or a record player in her room. She always had music. So, and then I'm just trying to put some flowers around and balance it out. So this is pretty much how it's going to lay out. I'm going to go off screen and glue everything down. So everything now is attached down. And I'm going to come in. These are the leftover pieces that I have from the kits that I put together. But I'm going to try to look for a couple other things. It looks like it needs something else. I'm not sure what that something else is yet. So I'm just digging through the ephemera pieces that I have left and see if anything pops out that I want to use. I believe the only thing I'm going to pull out is a flower. And I'm going to trade out one of those littler flowers next to Bloom for a larger flower. And then I'm not sure if I add anything else, if I end up pulling anything else. I think this little flower makes it too. I think mainly I pull out flowers from this one here. So I'm just, quickly going through it, just looking to see if anything pops out at me or not, and nothing really popped out at me. I might get the flower actually off the sticker sheet. I have the full, well, not a full sticker sheet, obviously. I've taken quite a few of the stickers off the sticker sheet, and the foam stickers that you see there still left. So here's the sticker sheet. Like I said, I've taken quite a few of them off, but not all of them. Yeah, I'm going to get it off the sticker sheet. So I just peeled that one off and I'll put it back in the ephemera pack. And then I took another green one off that's a little bit bigger to put there instead. And now I have a small, medium, and large flower there, and it works better. In the yellow part, I do plan on putting a little bit of journaling, their ages, where they're standing at, and just a little bit more about the day. But pretty much, I don't really know anything about the day. I was 4 years old, and all I know is it is summertime, and we are at our house because I can see our neighborhood in the background. So, and I pulled out sequins from my stash. None of them are available in the shop. This one here is a very old New Year's Eve collection that had little black circles. So I wanted to pull those out, and at first I start placing them down, but I'm not really sure where I'm going to place them down. And I think I do cut part of this out just because it does take me a minute to figure out where to place them. But basically, I'm going to keep moving these black ones around until I get the right spot. So I decide that's going to be my 3 areas for sequins. And since there's so much already going on this layout, I just want to add the sequins for a little bit of sparkle and shine. And this one here was an older collection, but matches perfectly as far as like the peach and teal and yellow. And they are kind of iridescent, so they didn't pop as much as I wanted them to. So I will pull in one more collection that has kind of the same colors, but are a little bit darker. And then I'm going to add those also. So adding all of the colors together just makes all of them pop. And really, since I have so many sequins in my stash, that's the reason I usually bring the sequins in at the last moment and decide if I'm going to add them or not. And some layouts get them and some don't. This one definitely got a lot of them, and I like the end result. And again, if you want to pick up any sequins for your own stash, Spiegelmom Scraps always has new sequins out on the first of the month. That would be today. She released her brand new release, and I love the release for August. I will definitely be using those a little later in the month. My code is Jennifer15, and you can save 15% to pick up sequins. It doesn't cost you anything more to use the code. It only saves you 15% on anything in the shop. So here I'm putting those ones away, and I'm going to bring out these ones here, which these were like a lake collection, but like I said, I just pull out a couple of the darker pink, peachy colored ones because they match perfectly with the darker pink color that's in this collection. And I'm going to use a few of those around the layout, and then I'll bring in actually one more collection or one more stash of sequins. So I actually used 4 different packs of sequins to get the ones that I needed for the layout as far as colors went. So there's the other one, and that one is Summer Hagee, I think is what that one's called. And that one was from last summer. I'm not sure if it was made for this collection or not, but it definitely matches with this collection. And if that would have been the only one I had in my stash, I could have used that one and it would have been fine. But I do like using a variety of sequins. There we go. Done with that. I think I will pop off and glue them down, hopefully, because this is taking quite a while. Let me see if I can speed that up for a moment. Actually, here, I'm almost finished up. I'm just going to I put a couple more black ones into each little cluster. They're all glued down now. I will pick it up here in a minute and show you where I put the sequins at so you can see them a little bit closer. And then I will also show you what I have left over. So since I showed you what I started with, I will show you what I ended up with at the end that's going back into the kits to be used on other kits as I continue on with the same retro summer kit and work through the rest of the layouts. I forgot to glue that flower down. So I got my flower glue down, and here I'm going to show you the scraps. The biggest piece I have left is this yellow one here. That will definitely get used probably on not the next layout, but the next layout after that. And then these little scraps, I'll see if I can use them. The one square one I definitely can probably use for a photo mat, and probably the peachy one too. And then the other ones will probably just go in the recycle bin. But we'll see. Maybe they'll make it onto a layout. Anyways, that's the end, and I will see you guys in the next video tomorrow. I should have a late kit layout. Bye!